Check, check, check. We are here. We are back. It's Kevin Parrington Turner, aka the Brown Bostonian, aka Sir South, and it is wild card weekend. Football. If you're a football lover, this is your weekend. And the New England Patriots play the Los Angeles Chargers tonight, 8:30. It's in Foxborough. I'm in Jersey. So I won't be able to make it. But nonetheless, here we are. I might go to a bar and watch it. Also, first, before I start, I know it's been a while since I've been live, but before I start, I'm a three-time fantasy football champion. 3 times in a row. Shout out to my friends. Shout out to Quest, John, G, Deshaun, everybody. Deshaun, everybody that's in the football league. Appreciate y'all. Third time straight. I try to give y'all the clues. I might do a little live. I might do a video on what to do. I did TikTok. It blew up. Got like 30,000. That's not blowing up. To me, it's blowing up. But I give y'all the looks, man. I give y'all what to do. Y'all want to listen. If I have a 3-time back-to-back fantasy football champion, going for a 4-time next year, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I gotta talk shit before we get into football. But nonetheless, yes, tonight is the New England Patriots versus the Los Angeles Chargers wild card weekend. The Denver Broncos got a bye. They were the number one seed. I missed when it was the first two seeds to get a bye. I miss those days because that's when the New England Patriots is easy. You win 3 games, you know where you at. You at the big dance. Nowadays, it's a little hard. It's a little hard, but here we are. The New England Patriots have to win three. Is it three? Three. They have to win three to get to the championship. So before it used to be two. He went to the championship, went to the Super Bowl. But nonetheless, they still can get it done. Now, just to look at the New England Patriots and the Chargers, do I think the New England Patriots can beat the Chargers 100%? I know the New England Patriots had the easy schedule. They might have the easiest schedule in the NFL this season. That's no question about it, bro. It's not even a question. We had, the Jets, the Dolphins going to the playoffs. The Patriots had some momentum, back-to-back blowouts. They was just looking, like they know who they are. I'm not gonna say unstoppable because the Dolphins already got their issues. The Jets already have their issues, but they look like they know who they are, which is important with a young quarterback, a new head coach, and a newer line. You have a rookie lineman that we hope to see tonight. I'm still not even sure. If y'all know, please let me know in the comments if Will Campbell's going to be playing. But the New England Patriots have a lot of momentum going to this playoffs. I know they had an easy schedule. Our only losses, obviously to the Bills, but to the Steelers and to the Raiders early in the season, which I hated those losses. I absolutely hated those losses because those are winnable games, more than winnable games. They should have won those games, especially the Raiders game. But the New England Patriots couldn't finish well to end the first half. So here we are, and they didn't know how to finish games, but now they do. And now they're knowing how to win, do it on the road, do it at home, and now it's going to be at home tonight. So I think a lot of momentum's pushing forward in the Patriots' favor to win tonight. When we look at the New England Patriots offense, the running back group, Ramondre Stevenson, Travion Henderson, they've been back and forth doing well this season. Henderson, he's dealing with some injuries and all that, but it seems like 1 week it's Ramondre Stevenson, 2 weeks Travion, another week Ramondre. You never know what you're gonna get, and I think as a New England Patriot fan, you love that. You don't want to depend on one guy. You got a young guy from Ohio State. You got a veteran in Ramondre Stevenson. When we look at the offensive line, like I said, I think the offensive line has been average to above average, to a little bit above average. And that's without Will Campbell. Beginning of the season, yes, Will Campbell, he struggled, especially in those losses. When things got tight, he blown some coverages, blown some blocks, but we've also seen some highlights from him, and we're going to need him if we want to get to the deep parts of the playoffs. So the Chargers, Justin Herbert, they still have Keenan Allen. They still have some cool weapons, and they had a tougher schedule than us. So by no means am I just writing the Chargers off as saying they can't beat the New England Patriots. They 100% can. But I just think the New England Patriots have a lot going for them. The Chargers, this might be the first time in a while that the New England Patriots are facing an unfamiliar, tough team. We could say the Bills, but we know Josh Allen. We knew of Josh Allen. We played him before, and we won. Second time, loss. I expected a loss in the second time. There was no way Josh Allen was gonna let that happen. And also, the first game was with Stephon Diggs going off, and because it was his return. So the second time we played him, I knew that wasn't gonna happen again. But here we are. And I think the Chargers had a tougher schedule, tougher division to play, definitely tougher than the AFC East, no doubt. So they're a little bit more battle tested. They've also had a few flunders. I believe they lost to the Texans. They barely beat a Chiefs team, I believe, without Mahomes, if I'm not mistaken. But the New England Patriots, we really don't know what they're made of. If I'm being completely honest, Drake May's been playing MVP like, yeah, yeah. I think Matt Stafford kind of winning that race right now to me, especially after last night with that performance he had, even though it was over Panthers team that's just been weird all season. But nonetheless, he got it done. I think Drake May's had some very good highlights. He's been efficient against some easy talent. It'll be interesting to see what he does next year because best believe that schedule is not going to look the same next year. It'll be interesting to see how Mike Vrabel handles pressure because it's not going to look the same next year. But as far as this game tonight, I think the New England Patriots are going to struggle to start the game. I think it'll be a turnover, maybe one or two turnovers. I think they'll score. They might hit some field goals, and I think the Chargers drive down the field. I think they score. I think they deliver the first punch. I think it'll take a little bit while for the Patriots to get going. I think it happens in the second quarter. I think the biggest part of this whole season was the New England Patriots finishing out the first half strong. That's what part that's part of why we lost to the Raiders and the Steelers. We couldn't finish the first half strong. So if the Patriots could finish the first half strong, and it doesn't have to mean a touchdown, it can be a field goal. It can mean just getting a stop, just forcing a punt. It can mean a lot. It doesn't have to mean a touchdown. It could just be controlling the pace. If the Patriots can do that and go into the second half, how they've been doing in the second half with that secondary heating up later in games, they get better later in games. I wish they can get to the quarterback a little better, but got to pick and choose. But I like the secondary a lot, and I think the secondary is going to do good late in games. And I think Drake May is going to figure it out. I think that offensive game plan is going to be a lot of running to start the game, a lot of classic football. We're going to run it down the middle. We're going to see Ramondre Stevenson Henderson has, and then we're going to play action and try to hit him. The third and shorts, the fourth and shorts, we're going for it, and we're running it. There's no surprise. There's no trick plays. I don't see any of those happening. And I think we're going to make our field goals. I think we're going to have good punts and put them in tough field position to start their drives. I think the Patriots are going to be efficient. I just think the first quarter for a rookie quarterback. I know Drake May's in his second season, but this is his first time being in the playoffs. He played half the season last year after Jacoby Brissett. I think he's going to struggle in his first playoff game. I don't think anybody will be surprised, and I think he's going to figure it out. He's going to be in Foxborough. The crowd's going to be rocking. They're going to be loud. It's been a while since we've been in the playoffs. We miss it. We miss it dearly, and we're happy to be back. They're going to be loud. It's going to be packed. It's not bad weather. And we got to see what Justin Herbert's made of, man. Is he that guy that I thought he was going to be a couple years ago? I thought he was going to be a fantasy football king. I was wrong. I wanted to pick Drake May this year and didn't get to pick him. Someone picked him before me. Pick Bo Nix. Which also brings me to the next point. And this is going to be a short live, very short live, because this is just a preview. But overall, for the preview of the game, I think the Patriots win 28-17. I think the Chargers might go in with a touchdown, a field goal, and they might struggle in the second half. I think the Patriots pick it up in the second half. Now, moving forward, I don't know if Drake May gets the MVP over Matt Stafford at the Rams, just because Matt Stafford had the tougher schedule, and he's just been doing more now. He has He has Devontae Adams, Nakua, Kyron Williams. He has a good pack of guys around him. So does Drake May, but not the same as the Rams. But that's just my opinion. Now, as far as the Patriots being able to make it to the Super Bowl, the only team that scares me in that AFC is the Buffalo Bills, and that's only because of Josh Allen. It's not the team itself. I don't think there's anyone else on the Bills that's making me think, oh man, we got to worry about him. He's an X factor. No, it's just Josh Allen. He can make plays, and now there's no Patrick Mahomes and there's no Lamar Odom. I mean Lamar Jackson. Excuse me. Now that there's no more Lamar Jackson or Patrick Mahomes in these playoffs, and now it's the Bo Nix, it's a older Aaron Rodgers, it's a Jaguars, Trevor Lawrence. I think this is the time for Josh Allen to get to the Super Bowl, but it's also a good time for the Patriots to make a play and make a run. So any other team in this AFC conference, aside from the Buffalo Bills, if they make it to the Super Bowl, they overachieved. Everyone except the Buffalo Bills overachieved. They make it to the Super Bowl in the AFC, including the Broncos, who are number one, including the Jags, including the Steelers, including the Chargers. Any one of those make to Super Bowl, they overachieved this season. Nobody expected it. It's only the Bills, including the Patriots too. And it's only the Bills. So when you look at that and you look at the Patriots and the Bills going 1-1 on the season, the second game kind of meant a little bit more to me because that really would have showed a little bit more dominance. But at the same time, if the Patriots beat them twice, I think the third time would be so much harder to win. I think it's always tough to beat a team three times in one season. So first, we got to get to the Chargers. We got to get through them, which is not going to be an easy task, but I think they'll figure it out. And then as far as Super Bowl hopes, I think they can do it. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Please do. We're going to do some recaps. We're going to be more on live. Please check out the YouTube shorts. Please check out the TikToks. Please check out the Substack. The Substack is in the description. That's where I'm going to put all of it. I'm going to be outside the battles, everything. I'm outside all 2026. I hope everyone had a new year. It's a new apartment for me. So we're getting all settled in, got the Wi-Fi working, everything. Own station, workspace, and we got it. We got it. Please subscribe. Please share. Please like, comment, support any way you can. I appreciate it. This is Kevin Parrington Turner. I am checking out. Until next time. Peace.